Oh, there you are. How much tea can kill a man?
Hi, Southampton, are we well? So, yeah, you definitely all sound better than the woman who's just drunk a litre of fluid. So yeah, tea. First thing about tea I'm going to talk about is poisoning. So my grandma's assistant here poisons tea. Basically, it depends whether or not you are. Yeah. So if you are a posh person like me, you like a bit of Earl Grey, and it turns out that Earl Grey is more poisonous than ordinary builder's tea. Mind you, the sugar content of builder's tea. Anyway, because there is a recorded incident of one gentleman who was drinking 4 litres of Earl Grey tea a day for 6 weeks, managed to give himself muscle spasms from the oil of bergamot in the tea, basically overloading his nervous system. And we know this was to do with Earl Grey because the moment he switched back to ordinary builder's tea, he was fine. Next thing is a bit more obvious one, caffeine. And basically the lethal dose of caffeine has been worked out to be about 200 milligrams, so about 1/5 of a gram per kilogram of body weight. So to put that in context, I'm about 70 kilos. So we're back at the end of the calculation, we're dealing with about 2 grams of caffeine. You can't really deal with that amount of tea physically. I mean, that's quite a few litres of tea, because the average teacup contains about 50 milligrams of caffeine. So you physically couldn't drink that much. So what if our man drinks decaf? Well, in which case you have the slight problem that, especially if he likes brick tea, which some of you might be more familiar with, it's sort of slightly cheaper and it's made out of like the woodier bits of the tea bush rather than the fresh leaves. And that has a very high fluoride content. If you've all seen Dr. Strangelove, you'll know how much of a problem fluoride can be. And basically what happens is that all the fluoride binds to the calcium in your bodily fluids, and this forms crystals. The crystals isn't so much for a problem. The problem is you need calcium for your nervous system to work. So there have been recorded instances of fluoride poisoning. People have taken too much fluoride, their nervous systems just stopped working. However, that was about 2 grams of fluoride, which equates to over 5 litres of tea. So again, I'm not sure if anyone could drink that much. So yeah, maybe moving on from poisoning, maybe we should start dealing with tea as a physical thing. So I know this is actually quite a British question, isn't it? I sort of like how much tea we can. I said, no, it's sort of being British to death. I mean, I feel like being rained on until you dissolve, or just being moaned at continuously until you just shut down, or maybe just like not being able to talk about your feelings until you drink yourself to death. With tea, of course. Cheers. So yeah, what about just the volume of tea? As we've seen, it's quite difficult and it's very unpleasant when you drink a large amount of volume. And there have been recorded quite a few incidences of people basically drinking themselves to death just with water. This is often people who are on ecstasy or who are running marathons and things like that. And basically they dilute all the salt out of their body, and that means that their nervous system stops working, because your nervous system needs a certain concentration of salt in order to work. And basically that is set by the amount of water you can get rid of via your kidneys, and that's about 1 litre an hour at most for a healthy person. So obviously you're not drinking more than 1 litre an hour. You're rather concerned about Helen now. You should hopefully be fine. I am not a doctor. Please do not try any of this at home, please. Good, I've got before I forget that. Anyway, so yeah. But also, like, other things we can do physically, we did, like, I know, like, if you bailed it nice and tightly, you could just, into a nice brick, you could brick someone. If you froze tea, I suppose you could give someone an iced tea lobotomy. No, wait, iced tea lobotomy, that's the new cocktail at Jester's. I'm getting mixed up here, I obviously haven't had enough caffeine. So, yes. And of course, if you made tea with antimatter rather than normal antimatter, yeah, that would be a strong brew it could blow your head off. So yes, with tea we have poisoning, we have bludgeoning, we have antimatter, and so basically, yes, you can have too much of a good thing. No wait, that isn't tea. There's no such thing as too much tea. Too much of a good thing, no, that's the Star Wars franchise. Cheers, Southampton, you've been lovely.